Wait, look right here.
Yo.
Oh, shit.
Yo. It's the jackpot. Wait, is this gravel? Oh my god.
So as the day one streams start to wind down on the Epic SMP server, let's go through some of the bigger things that happened throughout today's streams. And by the way, I've definitely missed some things, because quite literally almost everyone who was involved in the streams today were streaming themselves, and it's extremely difficult to keep up with many people streaming for hours on end. So excuse me if I miss certain key points. I'm going to try and cover as much as I could follow via Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch streams, as well as the fact I'm probably going to mispronounce some names, so apology for that, and let's get into it. Let's play a beautiful clip, and let's roll.
In the face?
This is gonna be such a fucking clusterfuck.
It's, yeah.
Should it be like...
Let's grind up again.
I use
Matt, that's a...
So I guess the first event that we'll talk about in this one is, of course, the whole Fitz getting cancelled within a few hours of the stream starting, which honestly is hilarious that it actually happened, because we caught it in like the original video that we're going to see some funny things happen with people getting cancelled because it's such a mix of multiple different types of audiences and different types of creators. You've got those people who have got those dreamlike stands, not as much as them as Dream does himself, and you've got the people like Fitz and swaggasouls and the more edgy personas that honestly won't blend too well with those fans. And of course, Fitz just had to drop the arslur like earlier on, and of course, everyone on Twitter attempted to cancel him for it. Which, let's be real here, cares, it's a word. Like, I know it's used against people who are mentally things wrong with them, that type of thing, but at the end of the day, a word's a word. Anyway, we continue further on through it. Matt Watson, who I believe is the one who owns all this stuff, owns the server, pretty much discussed it with Fitz and swaggasouls about this, and swaggasouls defended the use of the word because it's the R word. It's not something like the N word or things along those lines. It's not something that is the be-all and the end-all of your career if you say it on a live stream or in a chat or with messages and things along those lines. And essentially, that drama was its own thing. It's been sorted out within the server. People are still talking about it on Twitter, of course. And if you really want to know a little more about it, I've got a video already on the channel discussing that in further length. Anyway, moving on, let's play a lovely clip.
He said like that's retarded. So the R slur.
Dude, now you did it.
Yeah, he's
Swagger.
Why?
We're gonna turn you again.
I like that though, because of the way Minecraft like Twitter is, that like they've now had that as the #1 trending thing I see with 16,000 tweets.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking retarded.
Now you're gonna be on that too, man.
Let's go! Let's go!
So one of the more interesting things that we found out with this server is that it's not just a simple vanilla server, that instead it's got quite a few collection of mods. It's got the simple mods that most multiplayer servers have. It's got night skip where only one person needs a slip to skip the night. It's got player heads with people's heads dropping when they get killed by other players, and more little tinkers like that that just make the multiplayer survival aspect of these servers just much more enjoyable when it comes to having several people on the one server. But the other thing that was definitely interesting was the addition of the Create mod, which, if you don't know what the Create mod is, it's essentially a bunch of mechanical Steam style. It's like a fun mechanical thing that goes a little bit more advanced on the redstone stuff, and essentially it's all that weird mechanical tech things you've probably seen in some people's streams. Again, there are still potentially other mods that aren't exactly known about yet, because when you load up in a Forge world, it gives you like the list of like, hey, there's this many mods in the server, but of course it's not given to us directly. There's also a beautiful thing called proximity chat, which I feel like is a perfect addition into a server like this. But with that out of the way, let's roll the next clip and move on. One of the most interesting things that happened in the time span of today is that we have this weird account called Markiplier 20,000. Now, this isn't the original Markiplier account, because if we go through some of Markiplier's videos, his Minecraft YouTube, like his Minecraft account is called Markiplier, lowercase everything. But it doesn't, despite the fact that this could potentially still be Markiplier, just underneath a different account, and keeping hidden, and just there to troll the server for a little while until he actually wants to play himself. And then we will find find out in the long run, but ultimately Markiplier's 20,000 has just been having fun trolling people, playing Markiplier memes, and even played the Family Guy intro song just to try and troll people, just because. Again, that's a little bit of a side note adventure of the game, but let's just move on. Roll the next clip, boys.
You don't have to ask me twice. Oh God.
Jaden, get out.
Oh God. Oh,
Wait, did it stop?
Like,
What the fuck?
Stop the machine at the wrong time.
Oh,
I lived, bitch.
you want me to? There you go.
By far the most interesting thing about the entire SMP today was the fact that we've already started some lore building. Essentially, if you were following Ted's streams today, you would have noticed that there's been a fair bit of lore building when it comes down to his character within this server. And there's definitely some other interesting little tidbits and things that are happening over the past 24 hours since the thing dropped, but essentially there's not much like to gather from it just yet. Now, of course, we're going to learn some more things, and at the end of this video, I'll roll the entire lore clip, at least a portion of it. I'm not going to roll the entire thing. I've got a clip channel where I'm putting a bunch of the clips that I collect for these videos on, just if you want to see them all in their original form without me talking throughout the video. And as I said, I'm going to be following the server for a little while. I don't know how long, maybe until it dies. I don't know. I'm having fun tracking all this stuff. So, as I've said in previous videos on the epic SMP stuff that I've covered, drop a like, drop a sub. I'm going to be covering this. At the end of the week, I'm going to try and do a more of a recap of all the events that happened in the week in a much more concise form. And so these are basically the events that happened on day 1 of the epic SMP. As I said, there may have been a collection of events that I may have missed because, again, it's like 15 different people were streaming at once, and it's extremely difficult to keep up with everything that's happened. Anyways, till next time, I've been your friend Chris Air, and goodbye.
Here we go. Huh. What the fuck? Where am I? What's that noise? What the fuck? What the hell is that? What the? The void. The void?